What up, YouTube? I'm Dom Knight. This is Knight Talks. And we're back with another Am I the A-Hole? Guys, like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit a goal. I'm trying to hit 400 subs by the end of February, and I can't do it without your help. Would appreciate it. Let's jump right into it, all right? So the first story today, am I the A-Hole for telling my boyfriend not to be his best friend's best man at his wedding? I, a 26-year-old female, have been with my boyfriend, male 27, for 2 years. We recently found out that we are expecting a baby, and we're both excited about it. He has a best friend, male 27, that got engaged to his fiance, female 24, over the summer. And they plan on getting married in May. He asked my boyfriend to be the best man. They've known each other since childhood. Now here's the conflict. The fiance and I had a falling out last year. We used to be really close, but she pulled a complete 180 on me and went behind my back. When I confronted her about it back then, she looked completely confused and asked what she did and how she can fix it. I wanted to believe her, but I felt that she should have known already why I was mad at her. My boyfriend is still close to both his best friend and the fiance to this day, since he's known them before dating me. He mentioned that he could bring me to the wedding in case something happens with my pregnancy. I told him that I wasn't going to sit through and watch someone who betrayed me celebrate love. My boyfriend understood that, but he told me that being the best man was very important to him. I lost it, and I told him that if I'm not going to the wedding, then he shouldn't be his best man and should prioritize me and his baby. He dropped the conversation after that. I told some of my friends this, and they said though the pregnancy is important for him to be attentive to, I should move on from the drama and let him be there for his best friend's big day. I still stand firm because it'd be awkward with his fiance if I went and his best friend can find someone else to be his best man. Am I the a-hole? I think this is pretty obvious. Yes, you are the a-hole. First things first, you sound hella controlling, and I feel bad for your boyfriend because now he knocked you up and now he's stuck. That sucks because you sound like a manipulative, controlling person that sucks to be around. I'm just gonna be honest with you. First things first, you're saying this girl betrayed you. You didn't say what she did, how she did it, but you said she looked extremely confused and had no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what we're talking about.
But you're claiming that she should know. When someone genuinely looks confused when you confront them with something, there's a good chance they don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like she legitimately didn't know what you're talking about. And it can't be that bad if your boyfriend, his friend, everyone else seems to still be cool with this chick and everything's all good. You're the only one with an issue here. How you gonna tell somebody? You've been with this dude for 2 years. That ain't nothing. You're gonna tell a guy who's been friends with this guy for, it seems like, a fat chunk of his life that he can't be there for his best friend on his special day? Okay, you're pregnant. Big whoop. Big whoop. If you don't want to go, fine, don't go. Y'all got cell phones, right? If something happens, call him and he can come be there for you. You're being an a-hole, dude. You're trying to stop this man. You're punishing your boyfriend. You're punishing his best friend for something that had nothing to do with either of them. And it sounds like you're being petty and you're being a kid and acting immature as hell, and you just won't fix the situation with the chick because guess what? He's going to be friends with him. These are his friends. So this is something you're going to have to deal with. All right? Swallow your freaking pride. Set your own personal crap aside for someone else's big day. This ain't about you. All right? And now you think because you're pregnant, the world revolves around you? No. All right? Leave that man alone. Let him go to that wedding. You don't have to go. Okay? And you're making it seem like, oh, well, if he goes, I gotta go. No. It seems like no one cares if you go or not. So you're an a-hole, and I'm going to give you a solid 5 out of 10. All right? Next story. Am I the a-hole for refusing to help my family financially? I'm a 37-year-old woman. I came from a dirt poor family. Me, my parents, and my 4 siblings used to live in a 1-bedroom apartment which was located in the worst part of town. There were days when my parents couldn't even afford food. My parents were very abusive, both physically and verbally. Dad was an alcoholic and mom was an addict. I was the target of their abuse 99% of the time because I was the oldest kid. I started working part-time jobs when I was 13. I ran away from home at 16 because I couldn't stand that environment anymore. And also, my siblings were extremely toxic as well due to the fact that they expected me to provide for them since our parents couldn't do it. I was a kid too. Recently, after 20 years since I cut off all contact with the entire family, they managed to somehow reach out to me with the help of a distant relative with which I've kept in touch throughout the years. My parents started talking to me like nothing has ever happened, which angered the hell out of me. I told them that they should first and foremost apologize for everything they put me through. They firmly denied that they ever abused me or hurt me in any way. Then they started talking about how they've heard that I'm really wealthy now, which is true. I'm an entrepreneur. My net worth is probably in the low to mid 8 digits, and how they are still struggling. They told me that my siblings also need someone to support them financially. They told me that I should spare a few dollars since I have way more than I'd ever need to help them and my younger siblings, because the past is the past and we're a family no matter what after all. I told them to F off and that it's not my job to provide for any of them and that they are still the exact same pieces of crap that they were 20 years ago. Family doesn't mean blood. Hung up on them and blocked the number. Am I the a-hole? No, absolutely not. You get 0 out of 10. These people abuse you, okay? People throw the word family around when it's convenient, all right? And I can't stand that because there's family I've had in my life that I think completely sucks. They've screwed over other people in my family, put my mom through things, all kinds of stuff, put my grandmother through things. And sure, maybe I've moved on, but that doesn't mean I forgot. That doesn't mean that I trust them, would ever do anything for them. No. Your parents decided that drugs and alcohol were more important than raising 5 children. Okay? They felt it was more important than you guys eating meals. More important than you guys having clothes on your back. And then they think they can just come around later and just be entitled to your money that you busted your ass to make, that you probably got rich in spite of them. The only thing I can say they ever did for you was be such bad parents in your life that it forced you to be successful. That's the only thing they've done for you. You don't owe them a thing. Keep that number blocked. Do not give them any money. Your siblings, they were young. They were younger than you. So I'm not going to sit here and bash on them. You say they were toxic, but they were kids. You know what I mean? They were kids. And they grew up in an environment where they didn't see how things were supposed to be. So I'm not going to bash them too hard. But guess what? They're adults now. Okay? They're not little kids anymore that need your help and guidance. They got to figure it out on their own, just like you did. You made it work. They can make it work. Next story. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister to leave with her newborn baby after she tried to take my son's room? My sister, 27-year-old female, not going through a good time right now. She had my niece Mia just 5 weeks ago, and then she found out her boyfriend's been cheating on her the whole time, even knocked the other chick up. She left their place with Mia and she asked me if they could stay with us for a few days. Oh, I'm a 25-year-old male. My place is pretty small, so only place I could offer is a living room. I have twin boys, age 6, and they share their room. My sister wanted their room, but I told her that's their own space. I offered mine, but she thought it would be better to have theirs because it's a lot bigger, and she needs where to put the baby's things like the bassinet, changing table, and all that stuff. First week, we kept arguing about that. Then, when I got home yesterday, my son Noah was crying because he said his auntie took all their stuff out their room. Their toy chest, some drawers were moved in the hallway. She was trying to fit them into my room. I got so mad, I made her put everything back. I really wanted to help my sister with her dealing with so much already, but making one of my kids cry and trying to take their room was enough for me. She was told to leave. Issue is, she has nowhere to stay with a newborn baby. She had to go all the way back home to stay with our parents. And since they live far, she had to quit her job, which means she no longer has a stable income. She hasn't stopped telling me I'm a terrible brother, adding more issues to her life and my nieces. My sister says it wasn't a big deal that she and her daughter have their own space in my place. Now she says because of my reaction, I made her life even harder. Am I the a-hole? No. I'm giving you 0 out of 10. When you ask someone to do something for you, that's a favor, or you need something from somebody when you have no legs to stand on, guess what? Beggars can't be choosers. All right? I'm sorry your guy cheated on you. I'm sorry he knocked that chick up. But it sounds like you're a pain in the A to deal with, sister. Because first you tell him, I'm only going to be here a few days. Okay, if you're going to be here a few days, why do you need all this space? Why do you need your own room? A few days, the couch should be fine. You can put the baby in the little rocker or whatever, and you sleep on the couch next to him. It is what it is, okay? You don't need a changing station to change a baby, dude. You can change him on the couch with a changing pad. Change him on the floor, shoot, whatever. She thought that, okay, I asked you something, you told me no, I'm gonna do it anyway in your house that I'm not paying any of the bills in, that I'm not doing anything to contribute. All I'm doing is making this space more uncomfortable for you and your kids and making your situation already awkward enough as it is. You're being a nice brother. You're being a great brother. Because guess what? A lot of people would have been like, hey, I just don't have the space, which you don't. It sounds like you got a small 2-bedroom apartment that is just big enough for you and your sons. Okay? That's something she's got to deal with. You offered your room up. You were willing to stay on the couch in your own house that you're paying bills in for her and her baby. You were willing to do that. That wasn't good enough for her. I don't know. Your sister sounds like an entitled POS. I'm just going to be honest. I feel bad the baby has to suffer through all this. I'm not putting any of this on the child. But, honey, you can't just go in someone's house and start doing your own thing after they already told you no. Come on now. How does that look? She's the a-hole. And I'm going to give her a 6 out of 10. And then she has the audacity to sit here and try and blame you for her situation the way it is. It ain't your fault her man's cheated on her. It ain't your fault she couldn't be cool enough to just accept what she was given, take it as a handout and take it as someone doing nice for you so you can keep your job and get yourself back on your feet. Because it sounds like she was about to be living there, bro. It don't sound like no few days or even a few weeks. It sounds like this woman was planning on a nice permanent stay. All right? And no one wants to deal with that. It sucks. Okay? So, you are not the a-hole, buddy. It's not your fault. She's a grown adult. All right? Just like every other grown adult. She has her own responsibilities she has to take care of. This is her kid, not yours. You're raising your kids and doing what you got to do to make sure they're provided for. She's got to do the same. Okay? Guess what? This is her ex's kid. He still has a responsibility to this kid. He can help. All right? So, you're not her boyfriend. It's not your responsibility to make sure your sister's good. It's great to help family. It's great to help people when they're in need. If you have the resources and the means to do so, awesome. But no one deserves to be treated like that when they're going out of their way to help somebody. People are so ungrateful and so entitled. It's absolutely insane. So no, you're not the a-hole, and don't feel bad. She made her decision, bro. It is what it is, all right? Guys, I am Dom Knight. This is Knight Talks. I think this was a good round of stories for you. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content, hit that bell so you do not miss a thing. Got a bunch of good content coming for you. Guys, I'm gonna toss these social medias right there. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. And I will be back on Wednesday for reaction.
Rack it up, I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound. Fucking my post the same.